Hello, I'm your host Tim Ortiz, along with Michael Kidd and Luis Pereira, and welcome to The Force Choke. Three regular guys talking about all things Star Wars.
Podcast today, we have Jacob Lopez with us, along with...
I'm Tim.
My name's Steven.
You messed it up already. And I'm Luis. Well, let's just jump right into it, guys. Big news this morning, last night.
Yeah.
Micah?
What happened?
I think
So they
Benicio Del Toro.
Yeah.
Yes.
Releasing information on him. Because initially we were trying to say that he was Ezra. He might be Ezra Bridger.
Yes, you were saying
now,
that, not we.
I think I had Tim.
Yeah. And he still could be. It's not confirmed yet, is it?
No, it's not confirmed. It's not confirmed.
Well, who released the information then? I don't remember.
There's so many theories and stuff going around. Who knows?
The revelation, I guess the revelation this morning is that it sounds like he might be potentially part of the infamous villain from the original trilogy. He might even be son of Boba Fett.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that?
That's pretty exciting, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because it is possible. There's so much about Boba Fett we have no idea of. I mean, maybe we'll see that in the Han Solo standalone, but there's a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
That would be really cool if they could tie them in. I don't think it's too much. Just being like what's happened with the Fett lineage.
Yeah.
So it'd be kind of cool, like as a little unanswered question, but.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, hopefully, if that does happen, then we do eventually get a Boba Fett movie.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Where he's coming out of the Sarlacc pit. Possibly.
That'll help sell the Boba Fett movie with this. If that is true with Benicio.
What do you think, Jake?
I just want to see more Fett.
Yeah.
Where they come
Yeah.
from.
I think everybody
wants
does,
to see more
right?
Fett.
Everybody wants to see more Fett.
He hardly had that screen time in the other movies. So.
Yeah. And I think that's what made him so iconic, the way that he's dressed. He doesn't talk very much, silent but deadly kind of,
Like he didn't cower down to Vader either.
No.
Vader's the one trying to put him down too.
Yeah, he's almost
disintegration.
He's almost Vader's equal. I mean,
in a sense.
they've had battles. Of course, it's not canon. It's legend
Mm-hmm.
that they've had encounters where they've actually battled it out. The same thing with Jango Fett. He's a clone of Jango Fett, but Jango Fett went up against Obi-Wan Kenobi. And pretty much handled his own. And Obi-Wan Kenobi. How many kills did you say he had, Tim? Like they were just
one in everyone else.
just kill after kill after kill.
Droids.
No, not droids. Good lord.
No, that's really
But Obi-Wan Kenobi. He went toe to toe with him and survived.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be really interesting to have Benicio Del Toro be lineage of the Fetts. That'd be awesome. Really awesome.
Especially with the movie he did in Sicario. He was a hitman in Sicario.
I still haven't seen Sicario. I hear a lot of good things about it. Right?
I haven't seen
So if we could see like that, like how he took.
Was it like John Wick good? I haven't seen John Wick.
Those are both really awesome movies, man. But I'm not gonna make that comparison on mine.
Oh my goodness! Wow. Well, a lot of cool stuff. To anticipate. I'm excited about us possibly going to see Mark Hamill the end of March here.
Definitely.
Right? I'm really excited about that. We already requested the time off, right?
Yeah.
So might as well go, right? So I'm really looking forward to that too. I'm really excited about that. I'm ready to be starstruck, I guess.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to.
I know I have like all these plans like to say stuff or do stuff, but I know as soon as I get there, I'm just gonna be starstruck and just like I don't even know what to say.
Tim.
Yeah, let's become this little girl.
You.
For real.
Can I just hug you?
I don't even want the picture. Just give me a hug. Oh my god. But
should bow down.
So along those lines with Luke Skywalker, I wanted to talk about and I'm gonna ask Jake this question. Jake, we were talking about it a little bit, before the podcast about Rey having kind of a gash / bruising the new picture on the side of her face. Could that have come from Luke Skywalker?
Well, I heard this theory that her and Kylo Ren became the light side and helped fight Luke Skywalker. That's a theory.
Okay, well that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Tim, what do you think?
Could be a number of things, but I think that for her to get a hit like that, it had to have been from somebody like Kylo, someone who's well trained in the Force already to even land a hit on her like that. 'Cause I don't think, did she even take some hits like that in the first one?
Mm-mm.
Nothing like that, right? So.
The only thing,
Or even it could even be from her training. I mean, what Luke fell from hanging.
That's what I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it's just associated with the training because we know we have to see that.
Yeah.
I mean, not to say that Luke is going to deliberately hit her in the side of the head, but it has to be training associated. I don't think they're gonna.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna have anything that's really indicative of us hoping that towards the end of the movie we'll see, say, Rey and Kylo Ren square off again.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, well, more than likely with Luke, and hopefully Snoke would be there or something. But I think that's just going to show simply just the training aspect. I don't think it's going to have anything, again, to shows like what might be the final analysis of the ending of Episode 8.
Yeah.
Whether it's known or not, I just don't think they're going to do that, at least for the marketing and the advertising, for the merchandise and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean,
people can die in training, all kinds of type of training,
yeah,
you know,
sure.
so
Maybe she
I
goes
think we're reading too much into that if we go that far, but maybe it is.
So it sounds more like training.
More like training. Well, my theory, I think, feel like it got, kind of blasted out of the water. Last time we got together, I was saying, or maybe not last time, but I was saying that Rey, when she was handing over the lightsaber to Luke Skywalker at the end of number 7, I felt like she was like, "Here, take this thing. I don't want to have anything to do with training. I'm out. I'm gonna take you back to the base, like they asked me to, and I'm done with this." But on the box, so this, I guess, what looks like what's gonna be some kind of figure or toy collection that you can purchase. She's wielding a lightsaber, so apparently, she's gonna get trained. So,
I don't like defending you in your ideas, Lewis. But no, I think that's still possible. I don't think that will happen. I don't think she's really. I mean, she might give a little pushback for the training, but I mean, it's still possible. She's like, "Hey, I'm done with this, man. Let me go back to Jakku and just sit in the sand." I don't think that'll be the case, but they can still explore that a little bit in the show. But it's inevitable. She's gonna have to get trained.
Yeah.
Period. So your idea could still hold.
There you go. Yeah, well, thank you.
I'll give you a backhanded compliment.
Thank you. You gonna leave me a bruise right here too?
Yeah.
A backhanded compliment.
Hold on.
Oh my goodness. That's. I'm hoping that she gets trained by Luke. I really do, and I think this kind of leads into our poll question that we had online a little bit. The poll question was, and as a matter of fact, Jake, did you get to answer our poll question?
No.
If not, you can answer it right now. The poll question was, do you want to see Rey be light side or dark side?
Dark side.
Dark side. Oh my goodness. Okay.
That's awesome, man.
Tim, did you vote?
I don't mind either way, actually.
You don't mind either?
Did I vote on that? I don't remember voting on that.
Okay.
But I think I don't mind either way.
So that wasn't an option. The option is light
You know what?
or dark.
Go on to that website and make it an option. So, both. She becoming gray. She becoming gray Jedi.
Actually,
Gray Jedi?
I think that's where it's going to live.
The Gray Jedi?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I want to see her as a dark side because I want to see that potential she has, especially if she's a Palpatine or anything of that effect.
So Jake, thanks for your vote, guys.
Thank you,
Well, you, Jake, were with the consensus of the people that voted 46% to 54% that Rey, they want to see Rey go to the dark side.
That was a majority?
Yeah, the majority was they wanted to see Rey go to the dark side.
Thanks, guys. From right here. I mean, right here.
Here, there. Oh.
Right here in my soul.
Well, I mean, and that would be interesting because right now she's wielding what looks like Anakin's old lightsaber, right? That was.
I think that just makes sense, especially since the lightsaber is called to her. Because I mean, it could be possible that he doesn't have it, but I'm sure he still has his green saber from Return of Jedi.
Yeah. So that was our poll question. I mean, I thought it was interesting because when I first put up the poll question, literally it was like 98% light and, like very few
people came
dark
through.
side. And then, as, the couple of weeks went by, just the dark side just kept going up and up and up. And I was like, oh, wow. And then it just overtook the light side. And I was really shocked by that. I really was. I was like, wow, that's interesting. So a majority of people want to see her go to the dark side.
I just think that would be an interesting take, though, because, I mean, Anakin obviously starts off light. He becomes dark. But we have this... It's kind of like what David was mentioning in the last episode, how we're like focusing just on this little bit, and there's so much more than what the light side has to offer. So I think it'd be interesting if you could, really see the dichotomy between, it's not focusing just on a light-sided person now. Like, there's a potential to go to the dark side.
Yeah.
I think it'll inevitably have a true balance in the middle, like a gray code, if you will. But just to see like our main protagonists go from light to dark and continue like that. Because we don't really get to see that too much. Because episode 3, Anakin's really like our main, focus. And he turns dark towards the end. And then, there's 30 years. And then it's episode 4.
Yeah.
So we don't really get to see like a main focus on that character.
Yeah.
And actually being dark side, if you will.
Yeah, exactly. But, I mean, that's all good stuff. I mean, like Tim, I actually, when I voted... I put I would like to see her go, be a light side. You know what I mean? To begin the Jedi Order again.
For shame.
But, like Tim,
it's all in how they do the story, man.
Yeah.
I think they can make it fantastic either way as long as they do the story right.
Yeah.
Or she becomes a bounty hunter.
Oh, a bounty hunter Jedi.
Did we talk about that on one of the podcasts? I think we did mention, like, real quick, just like, what if she did go Mandalore? Maybe off camera.
No.
I think we were trying to explain that she was somehow like the daughter of Sabine.
Yeah,
that's
her
kyber crystal would be black.
Then she would change her order to.
Yeah. So, and that was incorporated with the last episode where we were talking about Rebels.
Yeah.
And we were talking Jake about how Sabine and Ezra might have gotten together. And had Rey. And then we were talking about lightsaber colors and all that stuff. And we were like, okay, well, if Rey makes her own lightsaber, will it be a black saber because she's part Mandalorian from Sabine, which would be, go into what you're talking about. I mean, that's really great. You know what I mean? That would be interesting too. We talked about, and we kind of all got tingles a little bit, like, when Rey is creating her own lightsaber, and then when she turns it on, what color is it gonna be? Yeah, we're I think we're all anticipating that as well.
That'd be crazy if they would reveal like that, man.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. So going back to that, what color lightsaber would you want her to have? Rey. Red. Okay, so stick with the Sith, right? So you're saying dark side.
The dark side. All dark side.
Start him young. Looks like there's a problem. That's when she gets hit inside the head.
Maybe.
No, what the hell? Like that stick that Yoda carries.
So which limb do you think she's gonna lose?
If she's just, that's what I would have happened.
If the second one, someone's gonna lose a limb.
Somebody has to, yeah.
Well, if she is an actual,
what'd you say?
Jar Binks is coming.
I think though, like if they get lazy and say that she is a Skywalker, I don't want them to say it yet until she loses that hand. Be like, that's the confirmation I wanted and I needed.
That she's a Skywalker.
Nah, it could be the right arm.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying.
The right arm.
Because it happened to Anakin, it happened to Luke by Anakin. So I think that would be the confirmation if they don't mention, because I know they'll mention it in episode 8, but if they have yet to mention it, and then she just incidentally loses her arm.
Well, does it have to be episode 8? Because Tim is thinking there's going to be 10 episodes.
There is, I don't know where I heard it from, but it somehow someone confirmed. I'm like 90% sure.
According to the databank.
90% sure. Screw you and your databank right now. That her lineage will be released in this film.
Yeah? Who said that? Benicio Del Toro?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Lineage.
I'm pretty sure it was Daisy Ridley even mentioned it in an interview, because I think it was the same interview that she was talking
Weren't you
about.
the one talking about they're throwing out all this false information to guide us?
Okay, you know,
different
I
ways?
accept that. It's possible.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna falsify that, because you're gonna have fans pissed off.
You think so?
Yeah, you
Hell yeah, you can't be
lie
like,
to the
oh
fans.
yeah, Ray's. You know, that's the biggest question that we're looking at right now.
If
I mean,
there's
a lot of
anybody,
questions,
if there's
but-
anybody that can lie to the fans, it's somebody that's already on the dark side, because they can have fun and be dark on
Yeah.
camera with the people
Yeah.
to throw them off. So
Okay. All right.
So I don't think they're gonna say that they're gonna release that and take it back, because, like I said, there's a lot of questions right now, like what's gonna happen to him, what's gonna happen with that person, but the biggest question right now is, who is Ray?
Mm-hmm.
Like, who is she really? Who is her parents? What's gonna happen to her? And for her to say that, if it was true, you know, please correct me if I'm wrong, but if it was Daisy Ridley that said that in the same interview, that her lineage will be introduced in this film, the interview where she mentions where it was apparent to her in episode 7 who her parents were, then I think they're not going to go back on that.
You think they're going to do it at the beginning? Or at the end?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It might be like kind of... It might even be brought to her when she's training. Like, if she does have a dark history,
Mm-hmm.
like, you know, that whole time in the beginning before she was released to Jakku,
Yeah.
it might kind of come up in like a flashback scenario when she's training, because at the same time when she's training, it could just as easily the dark side be seducing her too.
Yeah. Because, of course, I'm going back to the original trilogy. Luke didn't find out until The Empire Strikes Back,
So the second one of the
almost
trilogy.
at the very end.
I don't know if I want to say
Yeah.
that. Very. I mean, it was past the
It
halfway
was-
point.
was.
I would say at least 3/4 of the way.
He knew a little bit. He was on Dagobah for a little bit when he knew before he took off to Cloud City. In Cloud City, that portion when he got to Cloud City and on was at least 30
Was it
minutes of the movie.
confirmed? Because in Return of the Jedi, Luke asks Yoda, "Is he my father? Is Vader my father?" For confirmation.
Because he's still questioning it.
Yeah,
Because
that's
well,
what I'm saying.
okay, well, fine. I thought you meant just simply it being brought to the full.
No.
Okay.
No. So Yoda confirms it for him, and then Obi-Wan also, as a Force ghost. So we didn't find out until Return of the Jedi.
I don't know if you want to say that you don't find out though, because you know it, but Luke is questioning it. I mean, you get the confirmation, but
Could they have done that at that time? Because when they made these movies, I'm sure that the fans then were probably thinking, no, it's not enough. Like, so they had to put that in the movie to confirm, to show everybody, yes, like he is.
Actually, that's why Yoda returned in Return of the Jedi. He wasn't supposed to be in it.
That's,
the
that's the
only
reason,
why. Yeah.
well, I'll put it to you
There
like
you
this:
go.
if we saw that this time, that would be tricky, and I would give props to Lucasfilm for doing that. But I don't think they're going to turn around in this movie and say, "Hey, Ray, Luke Skywalker's your dad," and so we're questioning it the whole film. In Episode 9, just kidding. It's really Obi-Wan or Emperor Palpatine through, you know, bloodlines or something. I don't think they're going to change that.
Jake liked that when you said
You like
Emperor
that? Palpatine?
Palpatine.
Absolutely. But I don't think they're going to do that, is what I'm saying. That would be tricky if they did it, and it would be a big hook, but I don't think they're going to go back on that. So whatever they say, even if you have 17 people like, are you sure? It's going to be it.
Okay.
And I will stand here and say I was wrong if they fix that for Episode 9.
So you're going to
But
stand
how-
up and say you're wrong?
Yes.
I'm going to hold you to that.
Hold me to it. But I'm just saying, I don't want to say that the studio doesn't have the cojones to do that. But they're not going to say that, oh yeah, this is her family, and then turn around, oh, just kidding.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna. That's another thing. You're gonna have the fans super mad.
Just wait till they put that in the data banks, the official.
And then it's official. How come you don't like the data banks? It's straight from Star Wars.
No. It's not that I don't like the data banks. It's cramping on my theory. Man.
It's a weapon to be used.
Yes. Right? Just like the light side of the Force.
Yeah.
You know, the light side force are a bunch of extremes.
I think one
just
of
like
these,
the dark side, extremism.
You know, one of these
Extremism-
days,
extremism
one of
in
these
any
podcasts
fashion
is
is
gonna
bad.
come back and he's gonna use the data banks again.
I know he is.
It's gonna be like
I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Well, he won't tell me the topics before we get into it. Because He was like, "Oh, we're going to talk about this." So,
Okay, goddamn. Where's the data bank?
Lewis, I'd like to correct you. It was there and not there. Something stupid like that.
So you mean either or either?
Tomato.
Oh man.
Thanks for listening to The Force Choke. Head over to our website, theforcechoke.tripod.com for updates and videos. If you'd like to become a supporter of the show, head over to Fundly. That's fundly.com. Remember to subscribe to us on iTunes, YouTube, and give us a like on Facebook. This podcast is not endorsed or sponsored by Lucasfilm, 21st Century Fox, or Disney, and is for entertainment purposes only.